Greetings to you. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with the weekly PSA lesson. It's PSA, I'm not going to number it, but it's it's a public service announcement, and it's dealing with the effects bullying has on adults, and I'm going to give you some practical ways to deal with it, okay? In a world where kindness should prevail, let's shed light on an issue that affects far too many adults: bullying. Yes, you heard it right, bullying. It's not just limited to the schoolyard, you know. It can rear its ugly head in workplaces, social circles, and even online. Today, we're here to discuss the profound impact it has on adults and some practical ways to deal with it. Picture this. You're at the workplace giving your best, but someone decides to belittle your efforts, spreading rumors or undermining your abilities. Workplace bullying can leave deep emotional scars and lead to decreased productivity and job satisfaction. Now let's consider social bullying. We all want to belong, but sometimes individuals and circles can resort to gossip, exclusion, or public humiliation. These actions can shatter our self-esteem and sense of belonging, and that is horrible to do that to somebody. And people did that to me, and I didn't even know what was going on. I just noticed people was acting weird. I'm not even gonna go into that. One day God's gonna let me tell my story, but I hope it is a story when it gets to that point, because I'm not letting my story go. I'm going to tell it because if I went through it, other people have gone through it, but they were too afraid to stand up, or it didn't pan out for them to have their stories heard or their voices heard. So I'm going to say it for you. And I'm going to give you a platform to talk about your issues one day. But, bullying is real. And it's adult bullying is real, and people shouldn't ostracize people like that. You might think you're doing something, but the other person doesn't know what you're doing, but they can feel it. And God has a way of revealing things to people that are being mistreated. We know when we're not being treated correctly. We're not dumb, and people treating us like we're dumb and irrelevant and all that. I have 2 degrees, and I probably have close to 100 certifications. If maybe a little less, maybe more, whatever. So many, I got lost track. It's a lot. And I know what people think I'm weird. No, I'm not weird. I think for myself, okay? And I'm a survivor. In the digital age, cyberbullying is rampant. Yes, it is. That's why people don't want to really interact so much on the internet, because people are so stupid with it. Hiding behind their damn profile, dummy profiles and crap like that. And when we call foul, we need people to just step on it and go deal with people like that. This shouldn't because that's the easiest crime to solve. That's where money needs to be put on all these cyber criminals. That's the easiest crime to prove. We're going into 2025 and beyond with different mindsets and agendas with what we want to have dealt with. Now, I'm a reasonable person. I want people to have fun, but when you become fraudulent and a criminal, that's where I'm drawing the line. And breaking people's heart and stealing their money and all of that. That's abuse. And that's the easiest crime to solve, and we need to step it up for that. Let me read this again. In the digital age, cyberbullying is rampant. Hurtful comments, trolling, and online harassment can make us feel powerless and isolated, even in the comfort of our own homes. And that is so horrible. But fear not, there are practical ways to deal with adult bullying. Remember, you're not alone. Speak up. When people... Listen, I used to be one of those kind of people. I don't like controversy, so I didn't want to be have no controversy with people. So a lot of times I would just back down from arguing with folks. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna far with far, okay? You come at me, well, be ready for that. Well, however that comes to you. Don't think it's okay for you to overreact, and don't expect somebody else to overreact with you, okay? It's not the same ball game. Fair is fair. It ain't fair for you to clobber somebody and then don't expect them to clobber you back. That's not what I'm saying do, so don't misunderstand me. What I'm saying is we got to tighten up on how we do things. Because people have gone too far and they're going overboard with everything. With some things, and it's just making it unsafe for regular people who just want to be decent. We got to put our foot down somewhere and draw the line on some stuff. First and foremost, seek support from friends, family, or co-workers you trust. Sharing your experience can lighten the burden and help you gain perspective. If you're facing cyberbullying, preserve evidence of the abused messages or posts. Report the behavior to the platform, and if necessary, involve law enforcement. And I do exactly that. Exactly that. You ain't about to extort me for being, for what? Being normal? Being a regular human? With feelings? You better go somewhere and have a seat. Honest people, we're standing up, okay? We're not saying don't have fun, but we're saying don't be criminals, okay? In any setting, it's crucial to establish boundaries. Politely but firmly let your bully know their behavior is unacceptable, won't be tolerated. And a lot of times I do this. Sometimes if I don't feel like I want to, then I just don't. But that's because I don't feel like it's worth it. But when I feel like it's worth it, I'm going to step right in. Don't hesitate to seek support from a counselor or therapist. They can provide valuable guidance to cope with the emotional toll of bullying. And I've done that too. But let me say this about that. You know, and that's a great resource. But remember this. The only person that can heal you is you when it comes to your mind and change your own life. You can talk to somebody to death. But until you decide to change your own self, it goes hand in hand. And don't nobody come at me in my comments with your analysis. I said what I said and I meant it. It's a balance. I worked in the field. I was a counselor and I understand. I'm for therapy. So let's don't want no professionals coming at me, okay? Don't do that. Don't pick a battle with me because I'm not here for that. I'm trying to help. And it's enough is enough. It's a balance of both. And we need to let people know that they got to take responsibility for their own behavior too. At some point, we're not going to keep giving people excuses because there was abuse when it was a child. A lot of us were. So what? Get over it. Did it hurt? Yeah. But heal for yourself. Don't nobody come after me. Don't do that. Because I have good sense, okay? And I'm not going to play about how I feel when I'm expressing myself. Together we can make a difference. Empower others to speak out against bullying and foster a culture of empathy, compassion, and inclusion. Remember, you are strong, resilient, and deserving of respect. Let's stand united against adult bullying and create a world where kindness and understanding prevail. This message was brought to you by Michelle Strickland. I'm back. Till the next channel break. We're not going 2025 is going to be, it's going to be better. And we're going to make this world better for these babies and stuff like that, some of us, you know. Because they deserve to be able to have fun and have a wholesome lifestyle growing up without having to, you know, be concerned about all this madness. And it's sad. When I came out here a year ago, I tried to warn people, but people thought it was crazy. Now look, just a year. Go back on my YouTube. I tell people from the very beginning, you have to catch the first 2 or 3 months. I tell you some stuff that's creepy.